I think it's clear for most people in the Conservative Party that wherever you stand, it will be suicidal to knock back Liz Truss, and it will also be, an act of treason against this country that's facing real problems over the next, well, this winter certainly, but over the next 2 years. So I think, for the next few months, Liz Truss has a bit of a buffer in that respect, that the members of the Tory Party and the Tory Party and government will fall in line, and they have to put their differences aside. In terms of sort of energy security, you are right to blame Boris, but I would go further than that, and I would say, this goes back to the Blair era that didn't actually, make energy independence and energy security a priority. We've invested heavily in solar and wind, which is extremely inefficient. A lot of these companies that are producing that type of energy have been given sort of a free ride for far too long. Energy independence and energy security, which is not only a national security but also a geopolitical issue, have been long, put on the side and not prioritized.
Absolutely.
Sir Ed Davey, who was in the Lib Dem leader, was proud to say he got fracking banned, but now he probably shouldn't be saying that, because that's kind of what's got us in the situation we're in now.
Exactly.
So I think, for now, the Tories will back Liz Truss because it's in their best interest.
Great. And just very quickly before we go, I love this Theresa Coffey. She seemed to be determined to kill off the nanny state. She's a smoker. She's a dancer. She drinks. She listens to Dr. Dre. She sounds fantastic. Is this the end of the nanny state?
Well, let's hope, because one of the things that's very clear is the NHS really does need a lot of reform. One of the biggest criticisms I've levelled at the NHS is it's more reactive than proactive. I think you need to have a more proactive approach with people's healthcare, so that you don't have, kind of the levels of lifestyle-related illnesses that we have to deal with in the NHS. And I'm hoping, Theresa Coffey can balance liberal policies with actually enforcing more proactive approaches to our own healthcare in this country, and that's going to be a tightrope for her to find.
Fantastic. Esther Krakue, thanks so much for speaking to us. We'll see you next week.